Welcome to another English podcast provided by LingExam Language Academy. This podcast explaining a technical problem to customer support. A comprehensive guide for advanced English learners is brought to you by LingExam.com. You know, we've all been there. That moment your phone just freezes up right when you're about to show someone something important.
Oh, yeah. Or your internet cuts out mid-meeting. It's infuriating.
Exactly. It's more than just, like, annoying. It can actually cause real problems.
Right.
And when tech goes wrong, well, customer support is often the only lifeline you've got.
It really is. And for you, our listeners, especially if you're studying or working abroad, this is a big deal. It's a real communication challenge.
How so?
Well, think about it. Explaining something complex, maybe in a language that's not your first, understanding someone who might be talking fast or using jargon, it's tough. Your ability to clearly explain the issue, use the right words, and just be patient, that can make all the difference. It really can.
Yeah, the difference between a quick fix and like hours of banging your head against the wall.
Precisely. So this discussion is about giving you the tools, the language, the strategies to handle these situations.
Right, so you can feel confident and clear and get things sorted professionally. We'll cover practical vocabulary, communication tricks, and just actionable tips.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Getting things fixed fast really hinges on explaining the problem well, doesn't it? It's like you have to be a bit of a detective yourself.
You really do, and having the right vocabulary is key to that clarity.
Why is that specific vocabulary so important here?
What's fascinating, I think, is how these specific words act like bridges. They connect that feeling of, this thing isn't working, to a clear description that the support agent can actually use to figure things out.
I see. So they're not just hearing frustration, they're getting usable information.
Exactly. They can't see your screen, right?
Yeah.
Your words become their eyes and ears. Specific terms turn guesswork into diagnosis.
Makes sense. Okay, let's get into some basics. First up, device. Pretty simple, right? Your phone, laptop, tablet. Yeah, just the thing you're having trouble with. So you might say, I am calling about a problem with my device. It's a Samsung Galaxy S21. Gives immediate context.
Okay. Then there's malfunction. What does that cover?
It's a good general term for when something's just not working right. You know, my laptop is malfunctioning. It keeps shutting down unexpectedly. It's clear, covers a lot of ground.
And something we all dread seeing. An error message. That little pop-up window.
Right, and telling the agent the exact text is super helpful. I keep receiving an error message that says, network connection lost. Don't paraphrase if you can help it.
Good tip. What about when something just stops reacting? Like a frozen screen?
That's unresponsive. The touchscreen on my phone is unresponsive. Very direct. No confusion there.
Okay. And sometimes it's not a total failure, just a weird little hiccup. What's the word for that?
That's often called a glitch. It suggests something minor, maybe temporary, like there's a glitch with the audio. It cuts out every few minutes.
Got it. And the really annoying one, freeze or frozen. When everything just locks up solid.
Yeah, my computer froze while I was saving a file. We've all felt that panic.
Or worse, when an app just disappears. It crashes.
Exactly. The app crashes every time I try to open it. Happens way too often.
And that slight delay when you type and the letters appear a second later.
Lag. Very common. There's a noticeable lag when I type on my keyboard. Gamers hate this, but it affects work too.
And a big one for everyone nowadays. Connectivity issues. Problems getting online, right?
Absolutely. I'm experiencing connectivity issues with my Wi-Fi. Probably one of the top reasons people call support.
And finally, update. Software updates are supposed to help.
But sometimes they cause new problems. So saying, the problem started after I installed the latest update is crucial information. It tells the agent exactly where to start looking.
Okay, so we've got the words. Now, how do we put them together effectively? It's about telling the story of the problem, isn't it?
Precisely. You need to explain when it started, how it happens, and really importantly, what you've already tried. Saves everyone time.
Right, avoids them suggesting things you've already done. So, to say when it began.
Use the problem started. For example, the problem started yesterday afternoon, right after the power outage. Gives a clear starting point.
And to show you've been proactive.
Use I have already tried. Like, I have already tried restarting my phone, but it didn't help. Shows initiative.
What if it only happens sometimes, under certain conditions?
Then you'd use that happens when, for instance, the error occurs when I try to connect to the internet. Helps them narrow it down.
For something that just refuses to work at all.
Simple and direct. It won't, as in my printer won't connect to my laptop.
Or if you're completely blocked from doing something.
I'm unable to. For example, I am unable to log into my account. Clear barrier.
And to show it's not just a one-off issue.
It's been going on for, about 2 days now. Indicates persistence.
And if you keep seeing the same warning or a message.
I keep getting a server not found message, shows a recurring issue.
Okay, that covers describing the problem. But they always need info about your specific gear, right?
Yeah.
Your device, your account.
Absolutely critical. Think of it like giving a doctor your patient details. It lets the agent pull up the right information immediately and understand your setup. It just speeds everything up.
So what kind of phrases do we need for that?
Well, you'll often need to state, my device model is iPhone 13 Pro Max.
And for billing or account access?
My account number is, for example, my account number is 202345678. Usually one of the first things they ask.
Software details.
I am using operating system version, so I'm using Windows 11. Very important for compatibility checks.
And sometimes they need that little code on the back.
Right, the serial number. The serial number is, you might say the serial number is printed on the back of the device. You see, when you put all these phrases together, the problem description, the timing, what you've tried, plus these specific details, you're essentially giving the agent a really solid starting point. They can skip a lot of basic questions.
That makes a lot of sense. We've covered the what to say the words, the phrases for details, but you mentioned earlier there's more to it, the how you say it.
Absolutely, your tone.
Yeah.
Well, it's hugely important. Politeness, patience, they can genuinely change the whole interaction.
Really? Even if you're super frustrated.
Especially then, think about the agent. They deal with stressed people all day. If you approach them calmly and politely, it actually helps them stay calm and focused on solving your problem, not just managing your frustration. It can make them more willing to help, too.
Okay, so what are some good, polite phrases to use when asking for help, maybe?
Definitely use things like, for example, could you please guide me through the steps? It's respectful.
And if you didn't catch something?
Would you mind is great. Would you mind repeating that last instruction? Much better than just saying, what?
Good one. And showing gratitude.
Always important. I appreciate your help. Even if the fix isn't immediate, saying, I appreciate your help in resolving this issue, acknowledges their effort.
And since troubleshooting can take time.
Acknowledge that too. Thank you for your patience. Saying thank you for your patience while I restart my device shows you understand the process.
Okay, politeness is key. But what about actually doing what they ask? Listening carefully seems crucial.
Oh, absolutely vital. Don't just jump ahead or guess. If you misunderstand one instruction, it can send the whole process off track. Precision matters.
So if you're unsure about what they want you to do,
just ask. Use should I, should I unplug the modem and wait, confirms the action.
or to double check their request.
Do you want me to, for instance, do you want me to take a screenshot of the error message? Clarifies the task.
And when you're waiting for them or ready for the next thing,
A simple, let me know when you're ready, works well. Let me know when you're ready for me to restart the device. And crucially, after you've done something, I've done that. What's next? For example, I've reset the router. What's next? Keeps the momentum going.
so combining that politeness with really careful listening and confirming instructions, that's the magic combination.
That's pretty much it. It fosters cooperation and ensures the agent gets accurate feedback, leading them to the right solution faster. It just works.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. Let's put it all together. Let's imagine a common scenario. Your laptop suddenly won't connect to the Wi-Fi. You've tried restarting, but no luck. How would this conversation sound using these strategies?
All right, let's walk through it. Pay attention to how the customer uses the vocabulary, the descriptive phrases, stays polite, and follows instructions.
Okay, so the customer calls. Maybe they start with something like, "Hello, I'm calling about a problem with my laptop's Wi-Fi connection." Clear and direct.
And the agent might reply, thank you for calling. My name is Alice. Could you please describe the issue in more detail? Polite and asking for specifics.
Right. And the customer, staying calm, explains, "Sure, my laptop suddenly stopped connecting to Wi-Fi this morning. I've already tried restarting both the laptop and the router, but it still can't find any networks." Notice they mention what they already tried.
That's key. The agent then needs specifics.
I see. May I ask what model your laptop is and which operating system you're using? Standard info gathering.
Customer provides it clearly. It's a Dell Inspiron 15, and I'm using Windows 11.
Agent probes further. Thank you. Do you see any error messages or warning icons in your network settings? Looking for clues.
And the customer gives a precise description. Yes, there's a red cross over the Wi-Fi icon, and when I hover over it, it says no connections are available. Great detail there.
Now the agent suggests a simple check. Thank you for that information. Can you please check if the Wi-Fi is physically turned on? Sometimes there's a dedicated switch or a function key. A common oversight.
And here's where listening pays off. The customer says, good point. Let me check. Oh, wow, it looks like I accidentally turned off the Wi-Fi with the function key. I've switched it back on.
Problem potentially solved.
And now I can see the available networks again. Thank you so much. Relief and politeness.
Agent confirms. You're very welcome. I'm glad it's working. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? Closing the loop. Customer wraps up. No, that solved my problem completely. I truly appreciate your help.
My pleasure. Have a great day.
See, what made that work so well was the customer's clarity from the start. They gave details, mentioned what they tried, described the error icon accurately, and followed the instruction about the physical switch. Yeah, no wasted time suggesting router resets again or complex network diagnostics.
Exactly. The agent could ask targeted questions, and the customer's effective communication led straight to the simple fix. Much less stressful for everyone. A perfect illustration.
So, boiling it all down, what are the universal strategies, the things you should always try to do, whether it's phone, email, or chat?
Right. These are the core principles. Think of them as your action plan for any tech support interaction.
Okay, number one, and maybe the most crucial.
Prepare your information in advance. Seriously, before you even pick up the phone or start typing, get everything together.
Yeah.
Model number, OS, account number, serial number if you can find it, what changed recently, and exactly what you've already tried.
Saves so much time. Okay, what's next?
Number 2, describe the problem step by step. Give them the sequence. Like, first, the internet slowed down. Then I restarted the router. After that, the connection dropped completely. Finally, I checked another device and it couldn't connect either. That timeline is gold for an agent.
Makes sense. Number 3.
Be precise and objective. Stick to the facts. Avoid emotional outbursts like, this stupid thing never works. Instead, say, the application freezes whenever I try to save a file. Specific, factual.
Got it. Less drama, more data. Number 4.
Use the right vocabulary. Go back to those terms we discussed: malfunction, unresponsive, glitch, lag. Being descriptive is good, but using the correct term if you know it is even better. Don't just guess jargon, though.
Okay. Number 5.
Follow instructions carefully. Listen or read fully first. If you're even slightly unsure, ask, could you repeat that? Or, what exactly do you mean by clear the cache? Guessing can make things worse.
Definitely. Number 6.
Stay calm and polite. We know it's hard when things aren't working, but take a breath. Use those please and thank you phrases. It genuinely helps the interaction. Thank you for your patience goes a long way.
Good reminder. Number 7.
Take notes. Write down the steps you take, error codes, times, and especially any case or reference number the agent gives you. You might need it later.
Smart. Number 8.
Confirm the solution. Before you hang up or close the chat, make sure you understand if the problem is truly fixed. Ask, okay, so this should stop it from crashing now, or what should I do if it happens again?
Good point. Don't just assume. Number 9.
Request a case number or reference. Always ask for this, especially if the issue isn't fully resolved. It makes follow-up much easier if you need to contact them again.
And finally, number 10.
Follow up in writing if needed. If the problem comes back or wasn't solved, send a polite email. Refer your case number, summarize the issue and previous steps, and clearly state what's happening now.
Okay, those 10 tips are super practical. But let's be real, sometimes things get tricky, right?
Yeah.
What are some common challenges learners face, and how can they handle them?
Yeah, absolutely. Things don't always go smoothly, but these challenges are actually great opportunities to practice your communication skills under pressure.
Okay, first challenge. Describing unfamiliar problems. What if you just don't know the word for what's happening?
Use your descriptive powers. Don't get stuck trying to find the perfect technical term. Just describe what you see or hear. There's a loud clicking noise coming from the laptop, or the screen went black, but I can still hear the fan running. Focus on observable details.
Good advice. Challenge 2. Understanding the agent's instructions. They might talk too fast, use jargon, or have an accent that's difficult for you.
Don't be afraid to ask for clarification politely. Could you please speak a bit more slowly? It's perfectly fine. Or, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the term ping. Could you explain that?
Yeah.
It's much better than guessing.
Right. And challenge 3. What about communicating by email or chat? It's not spoken language.
Structure is key here. Use a clear subject line, like issue logging in, account 5551234. Use paragraphs or bullet points in the body to separate information. Device details, the problem, steps tried, your request. Make it easy for them to scan and understand quickly.
Okay. And the big one, managing frustration when you're just about ready to throw the device out the window.
Deep breaths. Remember, the agent is a person trying to help. Getting angry usually slows things down. Focus on clear communication. If you meet a moment, say, "Could you hold on for just 1 second, please?" Regroup, then continue politely. Perseverance and calm communication really are your best tools here.
That's solid advice. Okay, before we wrap up, any other quick phrases that might be useful in specific situations?
Yeah, a few handy ones. If the first level support can't fix it, you might need to request further help. Say, "Could you escalate this issue to your technical team?" Or, "Is there a supervisor I could speak with?"
Good one. What if it's really urgent?
You need to express urgency clearly but politely. "This is quite urgent because I need my laptop for an exam tomorrow." Or, "I rely on this connection for work, so a quick resolution would be greatly appreciated."
How about arranging a follow-up?
Useful phrases are, "Can you send me the instructions by email, please?" Or, "Could you call me back once you have an update?" Or simply, "What are the next steps?"
And finally, giving feedback.
Always good to acknowledge their help. Providing feedback like, "Thank you for your assistance, you've been very helpful," is great. Or if things went well, "I'm satisfied with the solution, thank you." And there's always more to learn. Practice is key. The source material we use actually has a couple of great practice scenarios, one explaining a printer issue, another writing an email about a phone problem. I'd really encourage you to check those out on LingExam.com. It's the best way to make these skills stick.
That's a fantastic suggestion. And we do get some common questions too, like, what if I really don't understand the agent?
Keep asking politely for clarification. Ask them to rephrase, speak slower, or explain a term. Don't just nod along.
And how can I be sure my explanation is clear enough?
Keep it simple. Short sentences. Stick to the relevant facts. Describe things in order. Maybe even jot down bullet points before you call.
And the dreaded, what if the problem isn't fixed by the end of the call?
Don't hang up without clarity. Ask for that case number. Ask exactly what the next steps are. Will they call back? Should you call back? Is it being escalated? Get a plan.
Right. So, wrapping this up, mastering this skill, explaining tech problems clearly in English, it's really fundamental nowadays, isn't it?
It absolutely is. In our tech-heavy world, being able to navigate these conversations confidently just makes life easier. Less stress, faster solutions.
And using the right words, the right structure, that polite tone, it all adds up to better communication overall, not just with tech support.
Exactly. See every one of these interactions, even the frustrating ones, as a real-world chance to practice and improve your English communication skills. It's about building confidence for any tricky conversation.
Well said. And remember, you can find more valuable content and other useful tutorials like our one on asking for directions over at LingExam.com. Keep practicing, keep improving. This has been Explaining a Technical Problem to Customer Support, a comprehensive guide for advanced English learners provided by LingExam.com.